This is William Gillette's castle in East Haddon, Connecticut. Using the theme of Sherlock Holmes, a role that William Gillette was well known for, Gillette designed every part of the castle with a mystery theme. It started construction in 1914 and ended in 1919. During that time, he lived on his boat, the Aunt Polly. This is one of the hobbies he was into, micro trains. He was born in 1853 in Hartford, Connecticut. His father was a former U.S. Senator and was for abolishing slavery. In the 1890s, famous Arthur Conan Doyle asked Gillette to adapt his Sherlock Holmes character into a play. Gillette agreed and wrote and starred in the plays, where he created the signature deerskin cap, the bent briar pipe, and the popular saying, "Oh, this is elementary, my dear fellow." At a later point, other actors performing as Sherlock changed it into the now known elementary, my dear Watson. The same company who built this Gillette Castle also built his miniature train and a 3-mile railroad that traveled his entire property.
Kids might notice switches on the walls and say, what are those? They look like train switches. They're really his light switches. He loves trains, by the way. As you're going up the stairs, take a look. Tiffany lamp. There's 2 in the house. Very pretty. Come on in and good luck in school, guys.
There are 47 wooden doors in this castle, each completely different than the other, and each with an unusual locking system of wooden gears. He created his own early version of a water fire suppression system.
But you know what? He likes froggies. 2 bullfrogs during house fun. You like frogs? Okay, you're gonna like this. He's cementing them down. The cap comes up and down. Yeah, but you saw the original. They have rooster teeth. Come on. Make sure you get my good side. I'm just kidding. They're on my good side. Take a look right above this door, just above the curtain. That's something that looks sort of like a window, but you see your reflection in there. It's a mirror. You see it?
He had mirrors that were specially placed so that he could see from his bedroom who was coming and going from the castle. And he liked to watch people, especially when he wanted to see them try to figure out how to open his special bar that only he could open so he could have a good laugh. These are hand-carved incense holders. A phonograph player, or a record player, or a turntable nowadays. A self-playing piano player where you loaded paper that had punched out holes that would automatically play music for you. A lot of the visitors to Gillette Castle would throw coins into this wishing well, so if somebody collected a bunch of coins and had them framed from around the world. He was a pretty inventive guy. He created his own bed heating system. All the light switches were carved of wood. He even had a table that was movable on tracks. And he was a cat man. At one time he had 17 cats living with him. He spoiled them with really finely carved cat toys.
What was that door for?
That was for a safe. There was a metal safe in there at one point in time. And this was the other side of the secret door to make his exit or entrances.
That's
to avoid
on the stairway up?
To avoid people. He was known to do that. He did not want to greet everyone that came. But it's also a grand entrance for those that he did want to meet, because that was the main entrance. His guests would come up those wide staircases.
Wow. Nasty sink. Soap dish.
Now this is a small kitchen for a castle, considering that Mr. Gillette did have people working for him. And here's a picture right by the front door of Mr. Gillette himself. Now that secret door that woman was talking about was so that way he can make quick escapes and to also surprise his guests. Even though he was tall, he loved creeping up on people and spooking them. Seemed like a fun guy. These are artifacts from the boat that he lived on for 5 years while the castle was being built. He used to call Gillette Castle, he used to call it Seven Sisters. The picture on the wall I believe is of his wife, Helen Nichols, who died in 1888 from a ruptured appendix which caused peritonitis. He never remarried after her death. He also never had any children.
Now, there's two ways to go back to the front of the castle.
Now this leads right back to the backyard of Gillette Castle, which overlooks the Connecticut River, which you've already seen earlier in the video. So now I just head toward the exit and I start looking for my way to the Gillette State Park trail.
I guess that is the start of the trail.